There she goes. So I want to give a little bit of a progress report. There've been a ton of people asking how things are going. Did we get the truck hooked up and all that stuff? And we did. Whenever we first started, we had the Kenway hitch, the torsion Kenway hitch. That moved this way back. It didn't do worth a darn once we got up speed on the highway. She was wiggling around like crazy. And then we stopped on the side of the road, pulled the torsion hitch off and put it right like that, and it's towing just about exactly the same as David's. It still gets a little wiggly going downhill. Now, a lot of people are going to ask, how did you hook it to your truck? You know, I imagine there's going to be a lot of people ask how to hook it to my truck. I will show that when I get home. I have my reasons. I don't want to show it right now. So anyway, but the hitch itself, if you're thinking about getting a tow bar, I absolutely recommend this one. This is the only one I've got to compare it to. I have driven this truck with my truck pulled behind it, and I have driven my truck with David's truck pulled tied behind it, and it's rated at 10,000 pounds. It seems to be solid as a rock. But anyway, so my truck does still run. There's a lot of people, and no, the truck didn't burn to the ground. I got a phone call this morning. Somebody said they heard my truck burnt to the ground, and it's right here. It didn't. I think somebody got me confused with someone else, and someone got me confused with someone else and thought I may have had an accident. I didn't have an accident. It's not locked completely up. It will start and run. I've got a clip I'm gonna try to put in like right here.
Also wanted to show as far as blow by, because I was worried, nervous wreck. I was going to pop this off and have a ton of blow by. And I'll be honest with you, for the miles on the motor, I expected more. You know, it hazes. If you put a flashlight on it, you can see a light haze. And I hold my hand over it. There's no bumping. It's just smooth, low pressure. If anything, I mean, I don't even. You can barely feel pressure blowing by my fingers, so I'm happy about that.
There's no oil leaks. There's virtually no blow-by. I've watched a few other videos and I've done some research, and I believe the oil pump gear strip, something locked up in the oil pump. Like I say, I'm riding along, everything's going good, coming off a mountain. You know how the trucks will downshift sometimes really hard and rev themselves up. It went all the way up to 4,000 RPMs really fast, almost like it skipped a gear. And whenever it did that, that oil pump's got 500,000 miles on it. When it revved up that fast, I feel like it probably I feel like something come apart in the oil pump. I also wonder how much metal went into the engine. When I get home, it may be a while. It depends on the weather. If you look behind me, we're about to get a lot of bad weather here, it looks like. And we're at the Route 66 casino because we've been eating. If you've ever been to Seligman, Roadkill Cafe's got some good food. We just need to get out and stretch our legs for a little while. We finally made it down here to a parking lot, getting out, walking around, gonna go in and sit down and get something to eat. And we even talked about possibly getting a hotel room because we've all been cramped up in the trucks for a while, and that would be the first really comfortable night's sleep. It's comfortable in my truck when it's running. I got air and heat, you know, so thinking about possibly a hotel room leaving in the morning. But yeah, I am going to tear it down myself when I get home and see if I can find the problem. My issue is 500,000 miles and having this issue. I don't think I'll ever trust this engine again for doing RV transport. If I was just loafing around the house, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'll figure all that stuff out. And about the live the other night, I wasn't expecting any donations. We were just we were bored to death and wanted to give an update because I was getting so many texts and calls and all that stuff. And I figured it'd be better just to answer it all in one video. I've never done a live. Y'all dang near brought me to tears on the thing, on the live. I cannot believe how how that turned out. Y'all paid the fuel all the way home, and if we get a hotel room tonight, that would be covered too. And I was caught way off guard with that, and I really appreciate every bit of it, because I had the money to get the truck home. I don't know how much it's going to cost to get it fixed. I don't know how long I'm going to be off work. The YouTube doesn't pay all that much, but that's what I got for income from here until I get the truck back on the road. So that being said, YouTube and Amazon Associates, and between the two of them, they don't pay enough to pay the truck payment every month. So if you're gonna buy anything from Amazon, if you click the links in the description, it'll help me out. I don't think I'm allowed to say that on here, but I did. And click play on those videos for me until I get my truck back up running. Now I will really appreciate it. That's what, if anybody wants to know what they can do for me, that's what they can do. Just hit play on the videos. Because when I get home, I need to be away from this truck for a few minutes. I'm just really in the mood to be away from the truck for a little bit. So I'm probably going to take a few days and not even look at it. And then pending the weather, because I'll be doing it outside, pending the weather, I may start on it in 2 or 3 days. And I may start on it and do a little bit here and there. But I am going to video as much of it as I possibly can, because there's not another goodness. There's not another video that I've found about tearing the L5P down to the oil pump. I've never done it before, so liable to be a lot of bloopers. Who knows? But yeah, you can stay tuned for that. I have like 3 or 4 videos that I have set up ready to come out, and that'll give me some time to make the best video that I can on tearing the truck down. So it won't be a video coming out next week of me tearing the truck down, or probably even dragging it home. I have another video that I'm working on about bringing it home, but I don't know what order they're going to come out in. But I do know that for the next couple of videos that comes out, and I'm trying to keep them steady, because like I say, I would like to increase my YouTube revenue as much as I can until I get the truck back on the road, just because it's a smart thing to do. But yeah, I just wanted to give an update. There's no way I can remember everybody's name to thank everybody individually, but just know that I appreciate each and every one of you. It just meant more than I can put into words the other night, whenever the way that live went. Just not even just the donation, just the people who showed up just to see how things were, just to see how I was doing. If nobody would have donated a dime, it would have still been a mind-blowing experience for me. But it definitely helped out me getting the truck home. And I don't know, you know, and as far as the truck goes, you know, there's a lot of Chevy, Ford, all that stuff. I don't care nothing about that. Y'all can have a ball with it in the comments if you want. The more interaction in the comments. But another thing I wanted to mention, I think I mentioned it the other night on the live, is, guys, I'm swamped. I haven't had time to even answer comments. If I were to sit down and look through, I don't even know how many there are. And I don't mean to be rude like that. I've just got a lot going on. But it really makes my day when I look in the comments and I see people who have been following me for a long time, and somebody new asks the questions and you guys help them out. I know that's not information coming directly from me if you're new to the channel, but it's a community thing, you know, and I'll answer everyone that I can. But like right now today, I haven't been able to answer anything. When I drove earlier, the phone was going crazy. I had to put it on airplane mode. I couldn't be distracted when I was doing that. So, and I hate that, but that's just the way it has to be until I get the truck home. But yeah. So, and I will definitely be down for a while. I mean, this is not going to be a quick process. I'm going to have to figure a lot of stuff out, as far as possibly getting a new engine, possibly fixing this one, or what exactly am I going to do? You know, I'm not even really sure. I know the truck's going to get fixed. I just don't know how soon and what route I want to go. I'm not. And I'm also taking things one step at a time. The first thing was getting someone to take my trailer. Thank you so much, Scott McKay. I owe you big. And the Transport Bandits, let me tell you, I just met these guys. I don't know them from anything. I've watched a few of their videos here and there over the years. I knew who they were, around the time I started making videos, I had seen a couple of their videos pop up here and there, and I watched them. I don't watch a lot of YouTube anymore. Between working on my own videos, working on the truck, working on, you know, doing maintenance. When I get home, you know, I'm running all over the place. So I haven't stayed caught up as much as I would like to on their videos or anybody else's, or, you know, I don't even remember what my videos are half the time. But for these guys to leave the beach in California, drive out in the middle of Arizona, bypassing Las Vegas, which was their main plan, to go hang out for the weekend in Las Vegas, and say, nah, we'll take this guy we don't even know apart, that may or may not fix his truck, and then it doesn't, and then they hang out from Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 3.5 days, something like that, in a parking lot with nothing. You know, there's not many people that do that, you know. And that's one reason I wanted to do the live the other night on their channel, is to, I want to do as much for them as I can while they're here, because they have literally saved my butt. Just nosing their truck up to my truck and putting the jumper cables on it so I can keep stuff in the deep freeze, and I can keep my batteries from going bad, and I can keep, I mean, just that was a ton. They idled out over $100 worth of diesel fuel just sitting there keeping me going. I mean, those, you don't find people like that very often. I mean, you just don't. So if you haven't subscribed to their channel, there'll be a link to their channel in the description of this video, and that's something else. If anybody wants to help me out, just help me show appreciation to these guys for everything that they've done for me since they've been here, because they didn't have to stop. And when they found out right off the bat that I didn't have somebody coming for that trailer, they could have left. They could have went back to Vegas, hung out for the weekend. They could have went home. I actually told them, you know, hey, y'all go. There ain't no sense in all of us sitting here, and they wouldn't leave. So I have made 2 friends for life, and not including all y'all guys. I mean, it's just ridiculous. When I started this YouTube thing, in all honesty, I started it because I thought, I know some stuff. I can share some stuff. I might make a couple bucks off of it, because you can't get a second job while you're working, and, you know, I don't want to work forever. So I was thinking, hey, put a couple extra bucks back in the bank. I didn't really realize the whole YouTube pay schedule, but then I started meeting you guys and started, you know, getting the comments and all of the good stuff that has came from this channel for me. You know, people, I read the comments. You guys say that these videos help you guys out. Y'all don't realize how much they help me out. So yeah, like I say, I'm probably gonna wrap this up now, because I imagine they're in there about to get something to eat, and I kind of like to go in there and join them. And I just wanted to do this before it starts raining. I do have to edit this video, so it'll be a little later tonight before it comes out. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't went over and subscribed to Transport Bandits, please do that for me. If you would, hit a like button on this video, because like I say, the next few weeks, YouTube will be the only income I got. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for your support. There's not enough words. Thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video.